Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice-integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts. From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your winter forecast for today, we'll see some areas of fog and a slight chance of rain and snow, especially this afternoon. We'll see a high around 37. Tonight, a slight chance of snow going to continue, otherwise mainly cloudy with a low around 25. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow. We'll see a high around 37. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. We know that navigating the legal system is stressful and overwhelming, but Liberty Law Group will carry that burden for you. When you're facing legal issues, make the right call. 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Friday, everyone. It is Rico, myself, Heller, and if you listen to the show for Nick Sainer, I apologize because he's not here. But it is my good friend who you will probably have to get used to starting it's about halfway through next week because he's going to be joining me a lot after Nick goes on a mini vacation. Austin Orman.
What's up?
Austin, how are you, good sir?
I'm great. You know, I feel like I'm the perfect 26th man on a baseball roster right now.
Yeah?
Where I filled in for you when you were in Tampa.
Uh-huh.
We're glad you came back, but it was fun. And now Nick's going to be gone for double the length that you were gone.
Yeah.
So now you get to hold that over him.
Perfect. And every time he'll be like, no, I didn't. I'm like, no. See, I was gone for work. You're going to be gone not for work.
No.
Although I've told him, and he said he's not going to answer, but we're going to try calling him. At least every other day. We're just going to get a random ring, see if he picks up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he does, probably fireworks.
What we have to do is we have to have Strick place the call from the other room when he gets here.
Yes, just right
That's
away.
the only good way to do
as soon
that.
as he gets here, just give him a ring. Because at this point, Mexico's got the same. They're in the same time zone. Central.
Well, it depends
right?
on which part of Mexico, I think.
I don't know where he's going to be going, but I know he's going to be in Mexico. He might be. It might be in
where he's going to be going.
Some resort. I don't know, but it'll be. We'll say he's in the Central Time about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, so Mexico has the same 4 time zones as the U.S.
Oh, see, perfect.
So.
Well, if he's in the Central Time Zone like us, we'll give him a ring. It'll be about 1 o'clock. That's like prime pool time.
It is.
So we'll see if we can catch him on a good day.
And here's the thing: it's less about us catching him and him actually answering his phone. Because I know he said that he's going to shut his phone off for the trip. No one can believe that.
And he's not going to shut his phone off. I doubt that.
No.
But welcome in. This is the Happy Hour brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting. I am Rico. That is Austin. This is 93.7 The Ticket. You guys can join in on the show because some interesting stuff happened in the last, I don't know, not even half an hour, 45 minutes. So I want you guys to join in. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, and on the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, Instagram. I think we're on there. I'm not sure, but also Allo Channel 961
That is a change. We just heard about that yesterday.
961. Just 10 more channels up, down.
Or one number to the right.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
If you're typing it in.
I don't know, whatever you're doing.
Are you press the channel button or you type the number
I'm a guide and just going through and like hitting the page and it goes like 5 channels at a time and just reading through like, all right, what's going on, and then finding something, just going on that. That's all I do.
That's the way to do it.
But then I always, whenever I hit a channel, I always find whatever other channel will work for me. So I'll go back to guide and find something else so I can just hit last.
Oh, yeah.
And I can just go back and forth. I don't want to have to go search for something else. I want to be ready.
I do that on specifically college football Saturdays. Is I know there are going to be games there. I haven't been to this channel in a week. I've been to other ones. So I'm going to pre-select it even though it's not on ahead of time. So it's all on my recents page.
That's it. That's perfect. Speaking of college football, a little bit of breaking news in the last half an hour as now former Maryland quarterback, Big Ten leading passer, Taulia Tagovailoa, the younger brother of Tua Tagovailoa, the Miami Dolphins and former Alabama quarterback, has entered the transfer portal as he was granted a 6th year of eligibility in college. He will not use that as a terrapin. He will use that somewhere else. Taulia Tagovailoa, who, I mean, I thought he was just going to go to the NFL. I thought he was done. I wasn't sure if he was going to get the 6th year, but he is granted it and enters the portal. Again, I'm not sure why he wouldn't just stay at Maryland, but enters the portal. And to me, this is the perfect quarterback as a bridge for Nebraska going into the 2nd year of Matt Rule and the, dare I say, Dylan Raiola era of Nebraska football. I mean, again, the Big Ten's leading passer, has the legs, can use them if needed, has shown the ability to take care of the football, very smart, high football IQ, knows the Big Ten inside and out because he's played there for his entire, well, aside from his 1 year at Alabama, for pretty much his entire collegiate career. And it just seems like the perfect bridge because he is a 1-year guy. You're going to get him for 1 year. And I understand that Matt Rule said that he's not the big, rental, 1-year guy. He wants to build his team and go through high school. But based on what your quarterback room looks like right now, and based on what we've seen in previous years of Nebraska quarterbacking, I don't think it would hurt to have a veteran quarterback who has shown the ability to not only win games, but more specifically take care of the football.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of Taulia Tagovailoa, Nebraska quarterback, is definitely fine. Similar but different to McCord, right? That's just both experienced starters that have, had more success with their teams than Nebraska's had recently. Pass first guy, right? He was not asked to do really anything with his legs at all. And you would think would be able to, entice some of the guys Nebraska has coming in on visits to come to Nebraska, right? Have a high level quarterback be the one throwing you the ball that's been around the college block and done it before. But with Matt Rule and his coaching staff's comments about not wanting the 1-year guys, but more importantly, with the Tagovailoa family's stated interest of getting him to essentially Miami and maybe USC as a fallback, I think both those schools make a lot more sense for what the Tagovailoas want to do. USC, obviously, Lincoln Riley, quarterback whisperer, but also West Coast, much closer to home in Hawaii. Seems like a natural kind of Polynesian fit out there.
You're still going to be traveling. I don't know what their schedule is. You're still going to be playing in the Big Ten, possibly Maryland, possibly Rutgers. I mean, it's not
right.
You'll be on the West Coast for, all your home games, obviously. And then on the road, I believe that they have the other 3 Pac-12 new Big Ten members, but then they're going to have to head out east. And it's quite a flight.
It sure is. I'm trying to pull up the USC football schedule right now. So they have LSU. Actually, neutral site-ish game in Vegas. They open up Big Ten play with Michigan at Michigan. They also make trips to Minnesota, to Maryland, ironically
there
enough.
You go. He's not going to USC.
No, and then up to Washington, but they have UCLA at the Rose Bowl. So, yeah, maybe not. The Miami one, though, I think that was their first stated interest, and that's all because that's where Tua is. Get both brothers in the same city. See what kind of magic you can make happen there. But
just
complicating, yeah, exactly. Complicating everything is the fact that he has no eligibility. None.
He has one.
No,
now.
He doesn't.
They granted him in the 6th year.
I am not. Where did you see that?
Well, that's why you enter the portal, right?
No.
Why would you enter the portal if you don't have eligibility?
He hasn't been granted yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the part I don't understand, right? It would make sense that you get your eligibility before you enter the portal, but he doesn't have eligibility yet.
So he's still waiting for the NCAA to grant him his eligibility.
Still waiting for the waiver.
Because he redshirted in 2020, which amounted to nothing because it was a free year anyways.
Pretty much. But here's the thing. So he's been in college for 5 seasons, and he's played, in that first year, he played 5 games. That's one more than the redshirt rule. Their argument is in 2 of those games, or in 2019 in Alabama, would have been his first year.
Yeah.
He played in 5 games.
Yep.
But in 2 of those 5, he only played 2 snaps. So
still counts.
That's the thing. Like, you can understand it wasn't meaningful action. It doesn't really count for anything that you would consider experience if you're looking for a guy in the transfer portal. But at the same time, that seems like an incredibly simple mistake to avoid. Hey, I might not want to be here. Hey, the transfer portal is really picking up. Hey, I know it's 4 games. Just in case something happens, maybe I just don't enter this game.
Yeah.
Coach,
if it's 2 snaps in that 5th game, if it's 2 snaps, you easily could have been in a walk-on or somebody else at quarterback. I don't know what those 2 snaps were, but
they couldn't have
it's
been
only 2. You're handing the ball off more than likely, or not even taking a knee. I don't even know what you were doing, but that you can easily put somebody else in that game after those 4 games. He's played in 4 games.
In either, one of those 2 games, all you had to do was keep him on the bench. And maybe that was, at the time, Taulia Tagovailoa just wanted those snaps, come where they could, get on the field, even if it is for nothing burger, just as, I don't know if it's an ego padding sort of thing, or just to say he, took over for his brother in that season. Who knows what the case might be.
Yeah.
But for all the Tagovailoa's, posturing about big picture and, well, if the NCAA doesn't allow this, they're limiting our ability to do business. Where was that big picture thinking back in 2019? This could have been easily avoided by just saying, hey, I appreciate you putting me in 4 games. Let's not do the 5th, just in case something comes up down the road.
I don't need this. And also, I mean, just for the red shirt, like, what? That's just a wasted year. Even if you if you're not thinking into the future this far ahead, obviously you probably weren't. Just playing in 5 games when you only need 4 for your red shirt and getting 2 snaps in that 5th game or that 4th game, whenever it was, it just seems very short-minded, short-sighted on both the coaching staff and the Tagovailoa's part, because you can only play in 4. And if you're only getting 2 snaps, why even go into that 5th game? Why? It just doesn't make much sense. I'm not going to say why even dress, because there's always an emergency situation in case not always, but there's always that chance of an emergency situation and you having to go in and do whatever. But it's maybe the end of the game, or it's somebody's helmet came off, or just like an equipment thing, and they're like, "Oh, we need you for 2 plays." It's like, no, put in the other guy, hand it off twice, and I'm saving my eligibility. I'll just redshirt this season. I've already played in 4. It's not like I'm going to play in the bowl game, or I'm going to, I'm not going to do what my brother did in the national championship and come in at halftime and save the day.
It's one of those things too that you could maybe see the NCAA making an exception for, like, Caleb Williams, who's a national star, who's in all these commercials that brings, notoriety and attention to your sport. As that young man just cut all the way diagonal across the street.
Wow, that's jaywalking, sir.
But he made it. Anyways, I don't want to be a snitch, but anyways, it's not on fan cam, so it didn't actually happen.
Let me turn this on, everybody. This is the guy.
Anyways, I get it. People know the last name Tagovailoa. It's a big name in college football, especially over these last 5 years with what Tua did at Alabama. And now Taulia, setting all sorts of records at Maryland and in the Big Ten throwing the ball. But Taulia Tagovailoa and the Tagovailoa family is not such a respected, dignified, important to the brand of college football name that he's going to get special treatment. I don't think
Maryland. I don't think the NCAA really, like,
even if he's going to Miami or USC.
Yeah.
Neither of those programs have that respect right now, right? It's just their argument for the business side of the NCAA is limiting our business potential. Like, okay, maybe you can start to argue that, but I don't think you get very far, because any reasonable person who follows college athletics at all knows how long the 4-game redshirt rule has been in effect, knows how eligibility works generally, and there would be no, reasonable person that would say Taulia Tagovailoa is so special as to deserve special treatment from the NCAA just because his family wants him in the same city as his brother.
It's very hard to comprehend and understand why the NCAA would grant him that 6th year because I mean, how many players have played in a 5th game knowing that they can't and played very few snaps and then come back 4 years later and say, hey, remember back my freshman year, I played in that one game and I only played like 3 snaps. Can we just forget that happened? Like, no, you knew what the rule was.
Right.
You knew what the rule was.
Well, we had that with Ramir Johnson, who had his red shirt, taken off because he played like 2 special team snaps.
Exactly. Your coaching staff knew what the rule was and they still put you out there. Like, no, we're not. The NCAA doesn't make any sense for their eligibility rulings, at all. But I feel like this one, if they go the way of not granting him, makes sense. However, a part of me thinks he's not entering the portal unless he knows something or has an inkling or a feeling that maybe there's a chance that he could get his 6th year of eligibility, because right now he could just declare for the NFL draft and start getting ready, as opposed to
which is what he would be doing anyways right now.
Yeah, instead of entering the portal and going on visits or talking to coaches and coaching staffs and players and like, hey, I'm going to go here. You should come with me. Or, what do you have to offer me? What are my NIL deals? Blah, 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 all this stuff. He could just be preparing for the NFL, he's not going to be a day 1. I don't think he'll be a day 2 guy. He'll be a later day 3 guy. But even then, still getting that chance, getting that opportunity to make it to the NFL, and maybe somebody takes a chance on you because of your last name. Who knows? But instead of preparing for another year of college, he should be preparing for the NFL and for the next step in his career as a football player. Because look, it's going to be very difficult to get that 6th year again, knowing that you went over 4 games. And even if it wasn't all that much, it still happened. And you used up that your COVID year already. So look, the NCAA, we'll see what their ruling is. It's probably not going to make any sense one way or the other. But if he is granted that 6th year, I do think that Matt Rule in Nebraska should take a look, because he has the veteran presence. He has, I'm not going to say he is, anything like he's Spencer Rattler-esque, where he has a good arm and he has the ability to be mobile, get out of the pocket, and pick up a first down if it's needed. And you saw how successful Rattler was in the second half of the season with Satterfield as his OC. Getting another quarterback like that, bridging the gap between Dylan Raiola getting here as a true freshman and as a redshirt freshman, could do wonders for his development, hopefully, and do wonders for Nebraska further on down the line. Now, if you're recruiting guys out of the transfer portal saying, hey, this 5-star Raiola is going to be your quarterback, and then you have to go back to him and say, actually, change the plans, it's going to be this guy, that could cause a problem unless they still feel extremely confident with Taulia as a quarterback. But I want it to happen. I don't think it'll happen.
I have just convinced myself that Dylan Raiola is starting next year, and I've kind of written off
as soon as he committed
any portal quarterback, right? I'm not saying that in my heart of hearts, I still wouldn't want that bridge guy, whether or not that bridge guy starts, right? To at least bring in some legitimate competition, because I think Dylan Raiola is further ahead than Daniel Kalen right now. I just think he's a better passer and a better fit for what the staff wants than Heinrich Harburg. So if you could bring in a transfer portal guy who is kind of playing out the string in college, knows he doesn't have much pro prospects, but is still a good enough college quarterback that you feel confident in, that's a really, really tough needle to thread, a hard line to walk. So I don't think Taulia Tagovailoa comes to Nebraska just to be competition. I think you would bring him in to start, which I could understand that, but I just don't think right now, right? If Dylan Raiola had committed and there's already a transfer guy committed to Nebraska, I think it would make more sense. But since Raiola committed before Nebraska landed a transfer quarterback, that's what makes me think that the staff has pretty much settled on what they have in the quarterback room.
Now, you mentioning like a guy who doesn't have much pro prospects or something like, but is this like a decent enough college quarterback? could you see, and this is like just like a shot in the dark, a long shot, you're going in and you're looking for a guy just to be, kind of like the solid backup for your true freshman quarterback, which is weird to say you're going into the portal to look for a backup for your freshman. But maybe you use that as, and this is something that I feel like Rule has done before, somebody who is going to be like a coach, like a GA role, but as the backup quarterback, can go in if needed, is just a very cerebral, very smart guy who is solid enough where you feel confident enough throwing him out there to do whatever you need him to do, but also you're preparing him for, he doesn't have the pro prospects, but preparing him for his next level of football, which would be the coaching realm.
So it's funny you mentioned that. There is a perfect example of that. Zeb Noland at South Carolina.
Oh.
Do you not remember this?
I do not.
Okay, so Zeb Noland started his career at Iowa State in 2017 and 18. He was meh in backup duty at this point for the most part. Completed 36 of 66 his first year, 70 of 110 for like 1,200 yards total, 6 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Transfers to North Dakota State.
Okay.
Where he doesn't play a lot in 2019. Then 2020, he was Trey Lance's backup.
Okay.
Is what was going on there. So like 60 for 114, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in his time at North Dakota State. He transfers to South. Well, he doesn't. It was a transfer, but not like a football transfer. Like he went to South Carolina
for school
to be a graduate assistant.
Okay.
But they added him to their roster as well. So kind of a weird player coach thing.
Okay.
He was added to the roster after their presumed starter, Luke Doty, got hurt in practice. So this guy,
I feel like I heard that.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
So Zeb Noland wasn't planning to play at South Carolina. He was just going to be
a coach,
that grad assistant.
Yeah.
But then Doty gets hurt in practice. Like, hey, you still have a year of eligibility left. Let's add you to the roster.
Why not?
He takes over as starter. Noland gets hurt. Doty comes back. Doty gets banged up again. Noland wasn't great. I mean, he had his moments. Let it come back win against Vandy. It appears here. 39 to 67, 512 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick, super pocket passer type of guy. But is this where like Spencer Petras comes into play?
Oh, I forgot he was in the portal.
Like, here's the thing. Don't make me talk myself into Spencer Petras, right? Like, I had this same conversation in multiple sports. Like, if a guy isn't on the top of your scouting report when you play against him, what makes you think he's going to be better for you?
Yeah.
This might be, and I do say might be
Lots
the
of
exception where, like, if you tell me Nebraska's backup quarterback is Spencer Petras, who's coming to get a head start on his coaching career, who doesn't plan to play, like, if he's the 4th string guy, like you give Harburg the first crack, but Petras is your breaking case of emergency option, like, I don't feel good about it, but like,
I don't hate it.
You know, why not?
He's not great, but he's serviceable. Like Iowa's offense was just bad, no matter who the quarterback was. So again, I'm not saying that he's going to, in a better offense, he could do this and he could do that. Like some of those coaches where, they do so much with little and you bring him in somewhere that it doesn't work. It was Mike Riley.
Yeah.
So with Petras, it'd just be, he knows the Big Ten. He is a quarterback and
he's experienced. He's been around the block.
Smart guy. He could come in and again, break in case of emergency. He wants to be a coach. Here you go. Because look, man, to be nice, you're not making it to the NFL. So
you're no CJ Beathard.
Yeah. I don't hate that idea. And I think that that's something that and look, I'm not a coach. I'm not as smart as these guys. I think it's something that they should look into. Maybe we'll see what happens though. But Taulia Tagovailoa, Maryland's quarterback, in the portal. Rico wants him at Nebraska. Austin, not so sold.
Wants Spencer Petras. No, don't put that out there.
No, Rico wants Taulia. Austin wants Spencer. We'll see what happens. Nebraska probably not going to go in the portal for a quarterback. But when we come back here on the Happy Hour, maybe Nick will be here with us. Maybe he won't. We can talk a little bit of the college football playoff championship game that is happening on Monday. Did you forget? I hope you didn't, because it's a kind of a big deal right here on 93.7 Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is offering some huge holiday discounts from now until January 2nd. On select new Chevrolet vehicles, we are offering $8,000 off MSRP or 1.9% financing. Yes, you heard right. That's $8,000 off or 1.9% financing on select new Chevrolets. We also have some huge discounts on our new GMC inventory, so stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Includes finance, trade, and Costco bonus with roof credit. Stock number C2999464.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
It's a playoff rematch this weekend as the Lincoln Stars take on the Waterloo Blackhawks at the Icebox. Join us on Friday and Saturday night as the Stars ring in the new year with a Western Conference clash. Friday's game gets started at 7:05 and the puck drops at 6:05 on Saturday. Secure your tickets for the Stars versus the Blackhawks now at LincolnStars.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see some areas of fog and a slight chance of rain and snow, especially this afternoon. We'll see a high around 37. Tonight, a slight chance of snow going to continue, otherwise mainly cloudy with a low around 25. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow. We'll see a high around 37. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
School taught you all about the 4 seasons, spring, summer, and so on. And then there's the way we really tell what time of year it is in sports seasons. Football season, baseball season, or off season. But what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now. And now, and now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a Happy New Year. They are thankful for many things from 2023 and hope that 2024 brings prosperity for you and starts off well for everyone in your life. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice-integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts. From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is Jeff Essing, owner of Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping and host of Fitness Fanatics. Over the years, we've helped countless people gain strength, lose fat, build confidence, and change their life. And it all starts with the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge. Now is the best time to sign up with the new year right around the corner. You can enroll for the January 10-Week Challenge for only $299. That's 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. Head to fxblincoln.com for more information on how to enroll. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I vomited last night.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
I literally vomited. I threw up.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Rico, joined by Austin. Austin, what's
Rico.
good?
What's good is the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, you're out here wearing your Colts jersey, trying to get under the skin of one Jay Foreman. And are you bothering Jake too?
So funny enough,
because I'm going to be completely honest. This NFL season, I gave up. I have not followed whatsoever one iota. So I don't know who's in the playoffs and who's not, aside from I think San Francisco and Baltimore have the 1 seeds. I don't know what that.
9 of the 14 teams have clinched playoffs. So 5 spots up for grabs. Stricky and I are going to go over that. So I don't want to give too much of our show away, but I did spend like 20 minutes convincing Jay that he wanted a Houston win, but needed a Buffalo win. Here's the thing. Here's the rationale that I laid out for Jay.
You're terrible.
Jay,
you're pitting him against both of his
started
teams.
his career in Buffalo, right? Buffalo's his first love.
Mhm.
Like we know that. You just hear it in Jay's voice. Just how much Buffalo means to him. Okay, you see it in his eyes, you hear it in his voice, which means he hates Miami, right?
As one
you see him hold that over Jake. You see how much he brings up Jay Fiedler and all sorts of, Dolphins quarterback and other position inadequacy. Like, okay, maybe you learn to love down in Houston, but Miami's that girl that taught you how to hate.
Okay.
Right? Like, you have so much animosity for Miami. You go to Houston, you appreciate them, but Indianapolis never did anything as bad to Houston as Miami did to Buffalo.
So you're saying that because if Houston loses, Indy is in?
Correct.
Okay.
So not only do I want Indy to win, obviously Jay wants both Buffalo and Houston to win.
Of course.
But only one of the two is going to happen, right? That's just how sports fandom works. Like, it is so rare that you get a perfect sports weekend.
But do you
regardless?
But do you know how else sports fandom works?
What here's
because you said that's not going to happen because that's sports fandom.
I know.
You're going to get your heart broken
Rico,
because that's
I am prepared for that.
Fandom.
I am prepared for that. Rico, do you remember 2021? What happened? The Colts, all they had to do was beat like the Raiders and someone else.
Yeah.
They had 3 chances to win 2 games.
Yeah.
After they had that Jonathan Taylor run against the Patriots, they beat the Cardinals, and Carson Wentz had that great throw to the back of the end zone. Colts had 3 chances to win 2 games. Didn't do it. Choked. Next year's the Jeff Saturday year.
Yep.
The Colts have put me in this position before, and I fully expect the Colts to lose.
Okay.
But
so you are resigned to the fact that you're going to get your heart broken.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to root for them to win. It doesn't mean that Jay and I can't both be happy. I know that a Buffalo Bills win would make Jay happier than a Houston Texans win. So I'm saying, why can't we both be happy this weekend?
Because that's not how this works. Only one.
Why should Jay get all the happiness? Why can't we both win?
No, only one of
Why can't we both win?
That's not how this works. That's why.
I'm just saying we can We can both come out the other side successful and prosperous.
You won't. It's okay though.
I'm prepared
it's okay.
to not.
It's okay. I mean, you have an Andrew Luck jersey on.
I do.
So you're
I'm prepared for heartbreak. I'm
look at him. Look at him, everybody. Look at him. Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream. There you go. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
I also did walk in with my Colts stocking hat on.
I saw that.
And I got my Colts socks on too.
You have gone too far, sir. You have gone too far. I should have wore all that when the Patriots needed to lose so that they could get a better draft position.
Are we surprised if the Bears don't just trade down once but multiple times? Like, what if they actually decide to stick with Justin Fields and invest in other positions around him instead of going with like Caleb Williams or Drake May?
Well, I think they should just invest in Justin Fields. I think they should get Marvin Harrison Jr. with the number 1 pick. Or if you feel like he will still be available 5 picks later, trade down.
Is New England taking a quarterback?
They will if Bill Belichick is no longer the GM.
Okay. Seems like Washington is taking a quarterback as well.
Uh-huh.
So if you're the Bears and you know those two teams want a quarterback, what else can you get from them in exchange for that number 1 pick?
Well, obviously you trade with Washington because they're dumb and they will give you everything and then some. New England is going to probably trade down. So they'll trade out of the first. They'll trade out of the 3rd pick for 4 6-round picks because
but they're not getting Drake May.
That's how they work. They don't care. They're terrible and they're dumb and nothing ever works aside from when Tom Brady is there. So we'll see how that happens. But it's not going to happen. Right? They should get Drake May or Caleb Williams or whoever, Bo Nix, Micah Penix. I don't care. All of these quarterbacks are good. I don't
Jaden
care.
Daniels?
I don't care who they get because they're all good.
Rico, you do care. Who is your preference? Is it Bo Nix because he's your guy? Is it Penix with his pedigree success? Is it Daniels dual threat?
Bo Nix, but I think Jaden Daniels. I mean, he's got a little bit of both in him, and we'll see. I want Jaden Daniels. That's what I want. I mean, okay. I want Caleb Williams, first off. I want Caleb Williams to be in New England. But I feel like if New England shows any interest, he'll be like, I'm staying in college. So give me Jaden Daniels, please, and thank you.
Jaden Daniels, I think, is skinny Anthony Richardson.
I'll take it. I like Anthony Richardson.
I do too.
Give me Jaden Daniels and somehow trade up and take Brock Bowers.
You know the other reason Indy's going to win this weekend, right?
Why?
CJ Stroud, career loser.
You're not wrong. He is. He is a career loser. He can't win the big one.
This is a big one.
Dang.
Here's the other thing, too. I haven't actually thrown this out to Jay yet, but as we're talking, I thought about it.
Uh-huh.
Buffalo needs this win more than Houston does. Houston is early. They're a year and a half ahead of schedule. Buffalo, with all that turmoil, this fan base needs to beat the Dolphins, needs to make the playoffs, and needs to be that team nobody wants to face in the AFC. Right? It'd be a fun, neat little story if Houston makes it. But with all the drama, all the turmoil going on in Buffalo, that fan base needs something good to happen. They need to make a run. Houston doesn't need it yet. They got time.
That's exactly why they're going to win.
Oh, I know. I'm prepared for that.
And that's exactly why Josh Allen is going to flounder and falter, and he's going to throw 3 picks, and they're going to lose, and Buffalo is going to turn against him, and they're going to hate him. And the next year, he's going to have a great start to the season. They're going to love him again, and then they will miss the playoffs. I don't know. They'll still make the playoffs because the thing is, what is it? The Texans and the Jags need to win, and Buffalo needs to lose for them to miss the playoffs, right?
Actually, it's the Steelers need to beat the Ravens.
Okay,
will be resting players,
which is going to happen.
And then I think it has to do with Indy Houston as well.
Oh, I thought the Jags had to win something too.
No, the Jags have to lose to the Titans.
Okay,
if it has to happen.
Okay, so for you or for Buffalo?
For Buffalo.
I don't know.
To Buffalo to miss it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun. This is weird. I'm not so. This is gonna sound so dumb. I'm not used to playoff predictions for my teams or the whole this needs to happen to this needs to happen. For the longest time with New England, it was just they're the 1 of the 2 seed, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine. The playoffs run through New England. We'll see you when it snows. We'll clear off a patch for you to kick your game-winning field goal. Have fun. And then after Tom Brady left, they made the playoffs that first year with Mac Jones, right? Did they? They might not have.
That would have been 2020 season.
This is his 3rd year.
So he was 2021 draft then.
Yes.
The 2021 NFL playoff.
Well, he was a Pro Bowler's first year.
Yeah.
And then he sucked really bad because they didn't have an offensive coordinator and they handed the keys to Matt Patricia. And then this year they brought in Bill O'Brien, but I don't know if Bill O'Brien was able to call all of the plays that he wanted.
Fair.
But also they had no playmakers. So there was that also.
Patriots, yes, they lost to the Bills.
Okay.
In Mac's first year.
Yeah, there you go. They made playoffs that year, and since then they have been terrible. I'm fine with it.
At least you have Christian Gonzalez.
Over it.
That
yeah, if
good.
he didn't get hurt. Christian
He's
Gonzalez and Matt Judon. The defense is still good. The offense is just dog water.
Yeah.
We were going to talk college football playoff championship, but we got into the
we got
NFL.
another segment.
We got into
that.
the NFL. So we're actually, you know what? We're going to go to a little bit of a sip and Jake and Bill, a little bit of an early break. And when we come back, we'll welcome Eric Strickland, possibly Nick Sainert. I doubt it. We'll welcome Eric Strickland in for the Chris crossover here on the Happy Hour.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today will see some areas of fog and a slight chance of rain and snow, especially this afternoon. We'll see a high around 37. Tonight, a slight chance of snow going to continue, otherwise mainly cloudy with a low around 25. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow. We'll see a high around 37. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
This is Jeff Essing, owner of Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping and host of Fitness Fanatics. Over the years, we've helped countless people gain strength, lose fat, build confidence, and change their life. And it all starts with the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge. Now is the best time to sign up with the new year right around the corner. You can enroll for the January 10-Week Challenge for only $299. That's 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. Head to fxblincoln.com for more information on how to enroll. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Member FDIC.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice-integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts. From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy new year. They are thankful for many things from 2023 and hope that 2024 brings prosperity for you and starts off well for everyone in your life. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care. Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
Look at him and tell me there's a God.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary. Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment, Chris Crossover. Here on the Happy Hour, we welcome in the one, the only, the illustrious, the magnificent, the fantastic Austin Orman. No, I'm kidding. Eric Strickland.
What was the word I had in trouble? I just could not get that freaking thing. It was so tongue. Is it participant?
Participation.
Bro.
Say it.
Participation.
There you go.
I mean, I couldn't unbelieve. There you go.
Here we go. Strictionary.
I couldn't freaking believe.
Strictionary back in full effect.
My gosh. I couldn't. It was
participation.
No, I get it.
I was looking at it saying participation.
You know what happens when that happens to me? Because it happens damn near every day. Words are hard. That's all you got to say. Words are hard.
Yeah.
You got there eventually.
I had to add it part
Everybody
of Strictionary,
knows.
that's all.
Everybody knows. Words are hard.
Yeah.
I need to put that on a t-shirt.
Strictionary?
Words are hard.
WURDS
R. The letter R.
R. Hard.
Yep.
Pause.
Words are hard.
That's also going on a shirt.
Pause. Gentlemen,
what am I?
Strickland,
talk to me.
How are you this
Wonderful,
fine
man.
Friday?
Listen, I made it through a week. My voice finally came back.
You sound better. You sound a lot better.
Listen, I'm telling you, Rico, you're lucky you didn't. I'm glad you didn't hear me when it was real bad and I sounded like a little.
I heard you that Tuesday.
Like I sounded like a mupp.
Was it worse on Monday?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No. It was real worse on Sunday. But Monday was, the tea and the meal. Shout out to the meal.
Yeah. Big shout.
All the tea options they have up there. They that's what I love about the meal. They literally directed me. I told them what I had going on.
And they wasn't sick. We got you.
Wasn't sick. I had to do that at the dentist because I sounded so terrible. And the lady was like, they had the mask on and everything. So I'm like, no, I'm not sick. I just have a sore voice.
And but the mill took care of me and got me back on a little bit back on track. Still kind of raspy, but I sounded like a Muppet. I don't know which Muppet, but I sounded like a Muppet, bro.
It was a
crazy.
little like Patrick Mahomes, like Kermit-esque.
Yeah.
A little raspy. Yeah.
What'd you think about the Patrick Mahomes comedy thing skit I sent to you today with Tyreek Hill? Was that not hilarious?
Yes. Those are always so good. I mean, no, we're just mwah.
It's no worse for it. So Rico, I sent him a little. There's this. It's on Instagram. There's this comedy skit that they do with a lot of NFL players. And this particular one had to be with Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
So Patrick Mahomes is sitting in Tyreek Hill's house with birthday cake and or some type of cake or, I don't know if it's birthday, but some type of cake. And he's like, oh no, I've got to get Tyreek Hill back. I don't think he'll want to come back, but I got to get him back. I've got to get him back no matter what. And I hope he likes this. He had to spread out.
And I hope he likes this.
That's how he said it.
I have to get Tyreek Hill back. And I really hope that he likes this birthday cake that I have for him.
So Tyreek Hill comes in the door and he's like, hey, Patrick Mahomes, hey, what are you doing in my house? And then Patrick's like, hey, I really need you back. He's like, dog, my receivers suck and I really need you back.
My receivers are bad.
And so Tyreek Hill says something like, you know what? No, I was a side chick when I was there, man. Nah, I don't think I can come back. He says, no, the Kelsey thing, it's over. He's done. We're out of here. We want you back. And I promise.
It's over. It's done.
Then he knocks over the candles.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the house goes on fire. He's like, I know. I hope this doesn't change anything. Well, he's like, no, I'm not coming. It was funny. You got to see it because it's these little characters and they're acting this thing out, man.
I'll send it to Rico.
Yeah, Rico, you've got to see it.
Patrick Mahomes.
But you sound just like him. That's what's crazy.
Kermit the Frog.
So does that make Brittany Mahomes Miss Piggy?
I mean, it would have to.
Well, what does that make Taylor Swift?
I don't know, but that would make Travis Kelce Fozzie Bear.
Or is he Grover?
Oh,
Grover's not a Muppet, is he?
Or
Grover's a Sesame Street character.
Yeah. He's probably Fozzie.
He'd be Fozzie Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he's Gonzo.
Ooh. No,
Fozzie Bear and Kermit are they're
buddies.
They're tied at the hip. Those two are close.
Yeah,
that would
got a honey? Does he have a honey dip?
I don't know. I have to look it up.
Okay, I'm looking at Muppet relationship pairings right now.
Of course, I mean it's necessary.
Boys, look at the rabbit hole we delved down on Friday.
Muppet Wiki.
Yeah,
Okay.
look. Hey, while you're doing that, let's get this going because we may not have Nick who decides on the games and makes the roster for us of games we're gonna pick. But I have a phone, and there are games on my phone, so I guess I'll look through those. And
So we have
see what
Kermit
we got
Miss
going
Piggy. We have Gonzo and Camilla.
Do I need
and
to write
Floyd
these down?
and
I don't have
Janice.
my computer.
I don't know who those are. No, it's good. I have paper here.
All right.
So, gentlemen, we are going to start with. I got a pen.
Yeah,
I got a pen. All right, we're going to start with the FCS championship that will be played down in Frisco, Texas.
I love that
between
game.
the Montana Grizzlies. Shout out to Amy Just and the South Dakota State
Rabbits.
Jackrabbits.
Rabbits.
Don't forget Jack.
You got to put the Jack on it.
Rabbits.
Shout out to Kate Johnson.
Shout out to Kate Johnson. Montana opens or it comes into this game at 13-1. South Dakota State comes in at 14-0. And right now the line is 13.5. South Dakota State is favored by. Gentlemen.
Go ahead, Austin.
Okay, fine. I'll go first, I guess. South Dakota State has turned into the wagon that North Dakota State was. Which, again, I think is an incredible testament to what can be done when you're chasing the best, right? It's essentially Georgia catching Alabama. And it's why I think that there's hope for other teams outside of kind of that top group of 5 in the new Big Ten. If you're chasing greatness at the level that North Dakota State had, that Alabama had, someone is bound to raise their ceiling. Someone is bound to raise their game. South Dakota State has done that. That being said, Grizzlies cover, Jackrabbits win again.
Okay.
As crazy as it sounds, I think I should put a call in to Cade real quick, but I know his biases would kick in. because I too believe that this is going to be a tough game. I don't think this is going to be just a walk in the park, easy breezy, beautiful cover
rabbit.
Cover rabbit. I'm going to roll with Austin on this one. I actually think they cover. 14 was it?
13 and a half.
13. See, that right there in itself, I think takes me where I would like. And that's, I think they may win by 13, but maybe not 13 and a half. So I'm going to say the Grizzlies cover. Plus, I lived in Montana, so I'm gonna hope for them.
I am going all in on the Dakotas. Give me South Dakota State and the Jackrabbits to. I'm sorry again. Shout out to Amy. I'm sorry, Amy, but give me the Jackrabbits to roll the Grizzlies.
Oof. It's only because your college has the same colors.
Yeah,
only because. Only reason.
Pretty much. Yeah. I wanted to go. I ran up at South Dakota State. They have a nice indoor track up there.
Now, do they?
It is gorgeous.
Here's a question for you, Mr. Track Guy. Why are indoor tracks shorter than outdoor tracks? Why can't you just build them the same size?
I don't know, but a thought is that that's a lot of money because you'd have to cover it. But I couldn't tell you. I really don't know why that.
But like, if you're going to build a 300-yard track, why not just build a 400-yard track?
I don't know.
Or 400 meter, I guess. Would be.
Maybe they ran out of land. Maybe it's an easement at the end of it.
It's kind of weird because there are 300-meter tracks for indoor. Most of them.
That means you have to run a half a curve to finish.
Most of them are 200 meters. Like Nebraska's here at the Bob. Yeah. It's a 200 meter, and it's one of the only hydraulic 200 meters in the Midwest.
What's that supposed to mean?
The curves, they raise up, so they're angled. Helps you run faster sometimes. But
if you're in the outside lanes, right?
Look, hey, starting on the outside lane for like a 200 is so weird because you're on the angle.
You're on the angle when you start.
It's so weird. All the pressure's on one hand.
And everyone's behind you.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I like being the rabbit though on those. Like being in front for like a 200.
Hey, put the jack in front of it.
Hey, like being the jackrabbit, man. I tell you what. All right, moving on from that one, we have the biggest game. Well, I guess not the biggest game. The biggest college game of the weekend, Monday, the Division I Single A championship between Washington and Michigan.
What's the spread?
The spread for that one is give me a second while I get down to it. It is 4.5 Michigan.
That is more respectful than I thought they would be to Washington. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was going to be Michigan like by 10, a couple possessions. Yeah, 9.5, 10, 10.5. Yeah. See, that really messes with this pick.
That messes with mine too, bro. I'm feeling the same way.
It doesn't mess with mine.
Rico's going with the Dogs?
Washington, baby. They're going to win it. They're not going to cover. They're going to win it.
Okay. Stricky, what you got?
Dang.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you. I actually, what I think may change my mind as to initially I might have looked at Washington was the fact that they started to get gashed.
They did.
And I think the running game of Michigan is ultimately going to win it out for them. So I'm going to go Michigan.
Okay. I have been on the Dogs train all season. You can go back and check the picks. Mm-hmm. I have been on the Dogs.
Don't do it.
Why stop now?
Dang,
Purple Rain.
Austin.
Purple Rain.
Purple.
REIGN. Washington gets it done. Which, again, if we're talking like Hollywood endings, like Michigan winning would be like Empire Strikes Back, where the bad guys win
Empire,
in the end.
yeah.
Right. But hurt. Washington winning is like Return of the Jedi. I want Washington. I want it.
Has he changed your mind?
I think I changed my mind. Purple rain, purple rain. Woo! Yeah, I think I'm going all purple rain.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right,
I like your thoughts on it.
Those are only two
that
college football
Star
games.
Wars thought.
I got you.
You got
that was a good one.
I like
that was a good one. Moving off of college football, we're going to the professional ranks. So we're going to start off with Saturday, tomorrow. We've got a big one in terms of playoffs. The Steelers and the Ravens. We're not going to yours yet. We'll go hit that one.
That matters.
The Steelers and the Ravens at Baltimore. The Ravens are resting a bunch of people, including Lamar Jackson. Pittsburgh favored by 3.
I like it. Pittsburgh. Let's go Steelers.
Yep, I'm going with my partner as well. This adds drama and intrigue to some Sunday games. So I will take the Steelers as well.
I have a hard time disagreeing with both of you. Pittsburgh, just because Baltimore's resting everybody, they've already got it locked up. They're in the playoffs. Doesn't really matter. Probably going to try to avoid injuries, even if it's the backups.
Mm-hmm.
So Pittsburgh gets this one. Maybe sneaks into the playoffs.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because the next game is one that if we let Austin go, I'm sure he could spend an entire hour on.
Who's to say that's not on the rundown for the show?
The Texans, please don't. The Texans
Not your
visit
show.
Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium, and Austin Orman's Colts. Houston favored by 1.5 points. I'll let you go.
Wrong. Just wrong. Not going to happen. Colts won it by 11 in Houston before, and they're not favored at home. Everything on the line. This franchise has learned from 2 years ago. I firmly believe it. I am super lucky.
Wow.
Super lucky.
That's because he's got the freaking shirt on.
The Indianapolis Colts to the playoffs. They get it done.
Oh my gosh, bro. Wow. Oh man.
What did I say that was wrong?
What's the spread?
1.5.
1.5 Houston.
And it's at Houston?
No, it's in Indy.
Who needs it more?
They both need it more.
Indy needs it more. Houston's a year early.
They both need it. They're both 9-7.
need it.
They both need to win to make it, or for things to fall right if they lose.
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Attaboy.
Only because I played in Indiana.
Let's
So I'm
go.
gonna roll with
And because you're a Dallas guy. None of that Houston-ish.
No.
You know damn well that I cannot pick Indianapolis.
You're just still mad that Peyton's better than Tom.
Hold on. First off, you're wrong. Hold on. But you also know that I cannot pick career loser CJ Stroud.
You cannot, which is a reason to pick the Colts. You have to do it, Rico. Career loser CJ Stroud.
The ghost.
Get in.
The ghost of Andrew Luck prevails.
Yes.
And the Colts take down Houston.
Correct.
And Jay has a small piece of his heart broken off. Indy wins over Houston.
There it is. There it is. Fire me up.
But not for Peyton. It's for the ghost of Andrew Luck.
And the ghost of Andrew Luck.
For the ghost
More
of Andrew
importantly,
Luck.
the ghost himself, T.Y. Hilton, who absolutely torched Houston.
We love T.Y.
Week
Hilton.
in and week out in his career.
We love T.Y. Hilton. I'm looking for another playoff game,
You have to pick Buffalo, Miami.
Yeah.
We have to.
We'll go Buffalo, Miami. The Sunday night game, that one will be on NBC. The Bills need this win. The Miami Dolphins also need this win. 10-6 are the Bills, 11-5 are the Dolphins. Buffalo favored by 2.5.
In Miami?
It's in Miami.
Nobody's resting on this
They
one. I'm
can't-
sure.
they cannot afford to rest.
Can't afford it.
Miami's
Tyreek
banged up.
Hill's not playing.
Buffalo's
I'm
sketchy.
Buffalo then.
Yeah.
If Tagovailoa don't have him to throw it to, I love Jalen Waddle. I love Waddle. I love all that, but I love Mostert. No Tyreek?
No Tyreek.
No Tyreek.
No.
You also need a super lock, by the way.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
super
while
lock.
you, while you think about your
Yeah.
super lock, I will say I will take the Bills because the Dolphins are so banged up. And is there a more Dolphins thing to happen than to have the division locked up but not locked up and lose to the Bills with all their drama? And because, again, Jay needs something good to happen this weekend. So
I'm rolling with my boy K. Johnson, super lock.
there we go.
Okay.
South Dakota State.
But you picked Montana to cover.
No, I changed my mind.
Oh, you just changed it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll do that. I guess that's a thing that's
That
happening.
was the smoothest, most under the radar pick
Why not?
change I've heard in a long time.
Why not? I am going. I hate both of these teams, but I love Bills Mafia because they're hilarious and some dude's back was on fire last week. So I'm going to go with Buffalo in this one because, like you said, Jay needs to be happy.
If Buffalo
And
wins, do we get Jay to jump through a table on Monday?
I highly doubt it, but I would like to see it.
Would love to see it.
And I think it's hilarious how much ish Jake Sorensen has been talking all season, and then things have gone wrong as the season has come to a close. So
Why not
give
more?
me Buffalo, and also my super lock. You know what? Why the heck not? Give me Washington.
Ooh, Big sack.
Give me Washington on the Super Lock. Gentlemen, we have about a minute left. What's coming up on the show?
It's going to be a good one. We'll get into Will Howard's commitment to Ohio State. Is that enough to save Ryan Day's future? We'll go through the playoff scenarios in the NFL. Again, 9 of the 14 teams know they're in the playoff. Seeding still up for grabs, but 5 spots still available. Some NFL coordinator rankings. This is part of an anonymous player survey I found pretty interesting. A big weekend for visitors from the transfer portal for Nebraska. We'll get into that. And Shaquille O'Neal becoming the first player to have his number retired by the Orlando Magic.
Wow.
That's
huge.
Huge and also a surprise.
Love it. I think that's good for him. He deserves it.
I didn't think it'd be him.
Who'd you think it would be?
I thought it might have been Penny.
No, I think more Shaq than Penny.
Okay.
Penny next, though.
Okay, Penny next. Penny definitely next.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for the happy hour. Austin's going to stay on. Strick's going to stay on the block. Coming up next here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Adios.
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice-integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts. From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
School taught you all about the 4 seasons, spring, summer, and so on. And then there's the way we really tell what time of year it is in sports seasons. Football season, baseball season, or off season. But what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now. And now, and now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolateseason.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see some areas of fog and a slight chance of rain and snow, especially this afternoon. We'll see a high around 37. Tonight, a slight chance of snow going to continue, otherwise mainly cloudy with a low around 25. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow. We'll see a high around 37. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings,